All right. So first of all, how did you come about deciding to start an RV business?
That was an accident.
Oh, okay.
It started as an accident.
No kidding.
Yep, a friend of my mother's had a piece of property, and I was just in between jobs, just finished what I was doing, and he had a piece of property that he had bought, and it had a bunch of RVs on it, and he said it was kind of a working business, but he wanted to just liquidate all the inventory there and develop the property. We were going to do something else with it, so he hired me basically as a salesperson just to go get rid of the trailers that were there,
Ah,
so he could have the land. And I ended up selling them and taking trade-ins, and then ordering some. And the next thing I know, I was in the RV business.
that's great. How long ago was that?
That was November 14th, 1986.
Oh my
We're going
goodness.
on our 30-year anniversary.
Oh,
this year.
that's terrific.
Yep.
Wonderful. Very, very good. Well, from what I've read, you've been very successful in your business and have therefore had opportunity to donate, it sounded like, to a number of wonderful causes. What have been some of the most satisfying opportunities you've encountered?
On the charitable side,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I do so many different organizations and so many different, different types of things, and
Mm-hmm.
I just, anything that involves children,
Uh,
um, on any aspect, from illnesses to just basically giving somebody a helping hand, as far as education, and just maybe stopping them from going down the wrong
Mhm.
path, kind of
Right.
kind of thing. And I kind of incorporated that with RVing and horses kind of together, donating RVs at horse charitable organizations,
Mhm.
and because horses also heal a lot of hearts, so
Sure.
I kind of combined them together. So
That's
I don't know if
wonderful.
I have one specific cause.
Yeah,
It was all of my causes.
been a number of them over the years, they take it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. That is great. Um, Good percentage of our readers are seniors, and I'm assuming a good percentage of your customers are as well. Are there any suggestions you'd give to a newbie senior who's considering renting or buying for the first time?
Well, all my first time buyers, whether you be senior or the millennials, which are a big part of our business now, I recommend to rent. I'm sorry, I
Okay.
recommend to rent first,
Mhm.
because you don't know what you're going to want at the end of the day, and until you try it, just as you've experienced yourself, you don't know
Right.
if you want a Class A or a Class C. You don't know if
Mhm.
you want your bed on this side or that side. What kind of kitchen? You don't know any of that until you've actually lived in it. So I highly suggest renting first.
Gotcha. With all the different size RVs that are available, what are some key things to look for when you're deciding about what kind of rig you want to travel in?
Well, the first thing you need to decide is how much you can handle as far as driving, what your comfort zone is, and that doesn't mean you have to stay in your comfort zone. Sometimes if you think you can't handle more than 25 feet, if you go to 30, you'll get so many more things, and you really won't know the difference.
Right.
Where you're going to store it might be the deciding factor if you're going to have to pay for storage, or if you're going to be able to store it at your house.
Mm-hmm.
Those kind of things. A lot of people that plan on going to into state parks and things, those parks have some restrictions of maybe 30 to 35 feet,
Okay.
but people have the intentions of going to state parks, and they may only do it once in their lifetime,
Mhm.
and the rest of the time they're going to be in a most likely a private park or a regular campground, so they take any size.
Gotcha. Very good. Wonderful. Besides taking RVs for like a weekend getaway or even a week's vacation, what are some of the other unique uses you've heard of people using RVs for?
Well, when the economy wasn't doing so well, in 2008, we needed to reinvent ourselves, and I was seeking out customers that needed RVs, not wanted RVs,
Mm.
and the need is actually much greater than the want, believe it or not.
Mhm.
Just from anything from temporary housing, where you're having house repairs, things like that, where you would just have an RV stand in front of your house,
Right.
to football games, to
Oh,
tailgating, to just going back and transporting your kids, off in college, going to visit your kids, monthly,
Mhm.
at college. We do all the equestrian events. I supply all the housing for all the riders on the equestrian tour.
Ah,
So, and that's a lifestyle. They they need to stay in RVs while they're
Right.
horse showing, because it's convenient. Same thing with NASCAR, same thing with all the sporting events.
Ah.
So those are needs.
Yeah.
There's you can't find hotels at these sporting events.
Right.
And just to be hands-on and right next to whatever event you're doing, even shows like car
Mhm.
shows and just all sorts of different types of events, those are not just your normal,
Right.
camping customers.
Sure. Plus, then they get to be right in the heart of the action,
Exactly.
and they don't have to drive 15 miles to get from the
Exactly.
hotel or whatever.
And we do a lot of construction where people have new construction going on,
Ah.
and having an RV right on the property so that they
Mhm.
can manage and
Right.
the construction going on
Sure.
definitely keeps, it keeps
Definitely.
your costs down and stuff.
Oh yeah, that sounds great ideas. Are there any one misconception about buying or renting an RV that people have seemed to come up with that you'd like to dispel?
Well, there's probably a lot of them, but sometimes people think, we get a lot of people that'll come in and I'm going to retire in 4 or 5 years, so we're just looking. And why wait till you retire?
Mhm.
I mean, if you're going to look at something today and you're not going to buy it for 4 years, it's not going to look the same 4 years from now.
That's for sure.
So
Right.
might as well go look at a used one, because that's what it's going to look like, but my philosophy is live every day like it's your last day, and
Mhm.
why wait to retire? And I think that people think that they're not affordable, and with the financing and stretching out the payments as long as you can,
Mhm.
why put off what you can do today? So
Right.
so that's probably our biggest negative thing when people come in, and then when they realize that, oh, it's not so expensive, they end up, and we have a lot of different programs going on where you can, if you bought an RV and you don't use it enough, we would do a lease back where we put it in our rental fleet and we rent it out and we pay you.
Ah, very good.
So it offsets your costs, and you basically
Sure.
end up owning your RV for free.
Oh, nice. That's very nice. Very good. Now, one thing I know a lot of seniors are worried about is insurance. And I know, like, you have an insurance policy that I got with this one. That covers the RV, I'm assuming. Does a normal person's regular auto policy cover them? Yeah, I know it covers for rental vehicles, but would it cover for an RV as well?
It wouldn't cover a rental. It would cover your liability on a rental, but not the physical damage on a
Okay.
rental. But when you own it, yes, your
Mhm.
car insurance will cover the RV, and you add it to your policy, and it's really cheap because you're already paying for liability. So
Right.
it's not expensive.
That
It could be
sounds
anywhere
great.
from $300 a year to maybe $2,000 a year,
Ah, okay.
depending on the value of the coach you're
Good.
insuring.
Yeah, because obviously you're only driving one vehicle at a time.
Exactly.
So that's,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Very good. Any other particular things you'd like to add that we haven't touched on yet? That, like I said, this is going to be in our magazine. We aim the magazine for active seniors, but quite honestly, we get as many millennials looking at the magazine as we do active
Awesome.
seniors.
Awesome.
So it sort of covers the wide thing. We do travel, tech, photography, and what have you. Any particular other things that we haven't touched on that you'd like to mention about the business?
I think, well, maybe not so much the business, but just the lifestyle. And I
Yeah.
think it's just an awesome opportunity to get out there and meet new people.
Mhm.
And it's a completely different lifestyle than hotels.
Sure.
And now that you've had firsthand experience, but
Oh,
if
yeah.
you go to a hotel and you're struggling getting your bags out of the car, other than the concierge, there's
Right.
not a person that's going to stop and help you.
Exactly.
It's just the mind frame. But if you pull up in a campground, with an RV, and
Mhm.
you can't back it up by yourself, or you're having trouble hooking up your hose, you'll have 15 neighbors over there in less than 5 minutes to help
Right.
you. It's just a completely different breed of
Mhm.
people, and you never ever read about crime, burglaries, none of that in an RV.
Mhm.
None. You never do.
That's terrific.
So hotels are being broken into. You get, you have to be careful in the parking lot of your car. Where you park your car at a hotel. Never ever get any of those kind of stories.
That's
Ever. So
right.
it's just you need to get out there and meet new people and just have a good time.
That's true. That's true. I know last night we pulled in, we stayed in Vero Beach last night, and literally I backed in front of the office, or pulled up in front of the office, and I literally got out of the car. By the time I'd walked 10 feet, two people came out of their houses. Hey, can we help you? Do you need something or whatever? So you're exactly right.
Has that ever happened in a hotel?
Never.
Never, right?
That's right.
You're
That's
lucky
right.
that even the people that work at the hotel offer to help you, because
Very, very
it's
true.
true. I mean, it's just a whole new breed of people, and And young, old, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It absolutely doesn't matter. It just, I think when you're camping, it's a lifestyle. It's just a different lifestyle, but you have this relaxed way about you.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel like you're helping others, and it just puts you in a different mood
It does.
because the people around you are friendly.
Right.
It forces you to be friendly.
Mhm.
So even if you started off grumpy,
Yeah.
we have many customers that are stressed out from the week, and they get here on Friday and they rip apart my staff because they're
Oh, no.
just not for anything they did, they're just in a bad mood.
Right,
By the time they
right.
come back on Sunday or Monday, they're kissing the floor.
Yeah. That's
So
great. That
it
is great.
it completely flips them around.
Right.
So
That's wonderful.
I mean, we do have some that come back,
Oh,
they're
of
just
course.
they're just the angry people. I call them the angry birds. But
Right. Yeah, exactly. Very good. I appreciate your time. This has been great, and it's going to be very informative for our readers. So
awesome.
thank you very much.
Thank you, and enjoy
Wonderful.
your trip.
We're going to. Definitely. Thank you.